Arizona Territory Ranger Sam Burrack stepped down from his saddle on the dusty street of Humbly and reined his bare paw Appaloosa Blackpot to an iron hitch rail. Beside his dust-streaked stallion he reined up a spindly-legged roan gelding, carrying the body of Ernest Truelock tied down across its back. Next to the roan he tied a black-maned bay. Its rider, Harvey Cisco Lang, stepped down and took an awkward stance, his hands cuffed in front of him, a third cuff at the end of a 2-foot chain holding him fastened to his saddle horn. "This is a hell of a rig you've invented here, Ranger," Lang said, shaking the chain to his cuffs. "Are you expecting to make any money on it?" "I didn't invent it," Sam replied. "It came from a blacksmith at the ranger outpost." Dismissing the matter, he said, "Where will I find Rastadler?" Lang shrugged and looked all around the half-abandoned high desert town. "Beats me," he said. Then he said, "What that blacksmith don't know won't hurt him. I don't reckon, like as not, you could claim these cuffs as your own invention, and by the time news of it got back to him, you'd be a rich man." The ranger looked back and forth warily along the dusty street. Along the hill line stretching north to south beyond town, he saw no rise of trail dust, no sign of anybody fleeing. "That wouldn't be honest," he replied. "Honest? You got me there," said Lang, a slight smile showing through his black, dust-caked beard stubble. "Of course, if you're that particular, you could always give him a little something to settle him up. See what I'm saying?" "Yeah, I hear you, Cisco," Sam said quietly, his eyes pulling back into Humbly, scanning the roof lines, the doorways, the alleys. Lang hadn't said 3 words all morning. Now that they were in Humbly, where Lang had assured him Sheldon Rastadler would be hiding out, the outlaw couldn't seem to shut himself up. The ranger drew his Winchester from its saddle boot and wiped dust off its butt. He stepped over in front of Lang, unlocked the cuff from the saddle horn, pulled Lang over, and fastened the third cuff to the iron hitch rail. "Hell, Ranger," said Lang, "you didn't have to do that. We've been getting along well. I'm not going anywhere. Don't you trust me?" Sam just looked at him. "What I mean is," Lang said, "I'm not going to try anything foolish. I've learned my lesson. All I want to do is get my time done at Yuma and get myself started in a new life. I'm what you'd call a changed man. Rehabilitated, if you will. As far as I'm concerned, my days of outlawry and untoward shenanigans are over, and I'm—" His words of contrition stopped short as a voice called out from farther down the empty street. "Ranger, it's me, Sheldon Rastadler." A man in weathered trail clothes and a riding duster called out from beneath the wide brim of a tall-crowned Stetson hat. "I know you're dogging me. I won't have it." As he spoke, he stepped sideways, slowly, until he stood in the middle of the street. "Shoot him, Shell! Kill him!" Lang shouted. "Get me freed up here, pard!" "You brought him here, Cisco, you rotten cur!" the outlaw shouted in reply. "I ought to kill you first." "I had no choice, Shell!" Lang shouted. "He's beat me, pistol-whipped me, threatened to kill me, kill my horse." The ranger poked him a sharp blow to the ribs with the tip of his Winchester. "Shut up, Lang," Sam said. "I can't even hear what the man's trying to say." Lang grunted and fell silent, his cuffed hands clutching his pained ribs. "Poke him again, Ranger," said Rastadler from 50 feet away, his duster pulled back behind a big, holstered Remington on his right side. "Shoot the fool in the head for all I care." "You don't mean that, Sheldon," Lang called out in a strained voice. "We've been pals too many years." "Oh, I mean it," said Rastadler. "Fact is, I always figured you'd jackpot me, and old Truelock I so much as told him so. Watch Cisco Lang like a hawk. Don't turn your back on him, I always said. He wouldn't listen. Now look at him." He gave a nod toward the dust-covered body sprawled across the horse at the hitch rail. "I didn't get him killed, Sheldon," said Lang. "It was his own stupidity that caused him to look around just because someone called out his name. What kind of fool looks around like that?" As the 2 outlaws argued, Sam had stepped sidelong away from the horses and moved out to the middle of the street, his Winchester cocked and in his hands. "It makes no difference to me," said Rastadler. "As soon as this law dog's lying dead on the ground, look for me to come over there and gut you with my spurs for sicking him on me, knowing my name's high up on his